Are you looking for the best Wi-Fi 7 router? In this video we will look at some of the 3 best Wi-Fi 7 router on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Netgear Nighthawk RS700S Wi-Fi 7, B19000. Netgear Nighthawk RS700S is one of the best Wi-Fi 7 routers available. We thoroughly tested this router in-house for our RS700S review, and it had excellent performance, range, and features that would make it a solid option for work, gaming, or streaming via wired or wireless connection. This router comes with tri-band functionality, meaning you get 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz frequencies to work with. The 2.4 GHz band has the most range but is prone to wireless interference and has the lowest bandwidth. On the other hand, the 5 GHz and 6 GHz bands have a shorter range but can deliver much faster speeds and don't suffer from interference issues. In addition, this router has a maximum speed of 19 gigabits per second, meaning it can easily handle a gigabit or multi-gigabit internet plan. You can also use one of the 3 frequencies to make a guest network, protect your devices, and avoid congestion issues. If you have a smart home, you can use the 2.4 GHz band to connect to IoT devices and keep the other bands for bandwidth-intensive tasks like gaming or streaming. As for connectivity options, there are 4 1 gigabit per second, 1 10 gigabits per second LAN port, and 1 10 gigabits per second WAN port. This means you can have multiple wired connections with a single router. The RS700S also has a sleek design that doesn't stand out, which is perfect for a professional and casual setting. Its dimensions are 281.7 by 124.0 by 142 mm, 11.1 by 4.9 by 5.6 inches, so it can be easily placed on top of a table, fridge, or shelf. You will need to ensure good airflow, as the router has a tendency to overheat and cause performance issues. For its performance and range, we checked it by connecting our Samsung S21 FE at 4 distances, 10 feet, 30 feet, 60 feet with a wall in between, and 90 feet with 4 walls between the router and the mobile. The 2.4 GHz managed a good connection until the 60-foot mark. The 5 GHz frequency still managed to connect at the 90-foot mark. The download speeds for the 2.4 GHz were 103, 78.4, and 5.6 megabits per second, while the upload speeds ranged from 62, 50, and 22 megabits per second. The 5 GHz frequency has better speeds due to its higher bandwidth. The download speeds were 273, 269, 117, and 25.5 megabits per second, while the upload speeds were 293, 227, 131, and 8 megabits per second. Overall, this router has excellent performance and range. While we couldn't test the 6 GHz frequency, it should deliver even better speeds than the 5 GHz band. This router is expensive, but it lasts a long time, and given its features, you shouldn't feel the need to upgrade it anytime soon. Number 2. Netgear Orbi 770 Wi-Fi 7, 3-pack. Mesh routers have some advantages over single-point routers. Adding additional nodes makes it easier to expand the network range when needed. This mesh router comes in a 2-pack and 3-pack setting, and we have the 3-pack option. We tested this router for our Orbi 770 review, and it has good performance, latency, and coverage. For starters, this router also has 3 frequencies, 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz, however, it has a maximum speed of 11 gigabits per second, divided between the 3 bands depending on their bandwidth. The package includes 1 router and 2 satellites. The router has 3 2.4 gigabits per second LAN ports and 1 2.5 gigabits per second WAN port. Each satellite also has 2 2.5 gigabits per second LAN ports, and the overall coverage of this router is 8,000 square feet. So, it is perfect for large houses or working spaces spanning across multiple rooms or floors. In addition, you can have a wired connection through the satellites, meaning you don't need to invest in a long Ethernet cable that would go all the way to the router. In addition, it can support 100 devices simultaneously, meaning you can connect your mobile, laptop, TV, IoT devices, and anything else in a smart home without worrying about overcrowding the network. You also get the option to create 3 separate networks: guest, home, and IoT. This ensures that no one network is congested and adds a layer of security, as your personal devices only connect to the home network. The 2.4 and 5 GHz bands were able to connect to our device until the 60-foot mark and had signal strengths of -46 to -75 dBm and -46 to -69 dBm, respectively. However, this is just for the router, and if you place the satellites within a good range, the coverage can be significantly expanded. The download and upload speeds for the 2.4 GHz frequency were 50 to 15 megabits per second and 62 to 3.5 megabits per second, respectively. For 5 GHz, the download speeds were 237 to 198 megabits per second, and the uploads ranged from 264 to 110 megabits per second. Overall, this is an excellent mesh router with massive coverage. It has great protection features, but unfortunately, they are locked behind a paywall, and you only get a 1-month trial period to test its features out. Number 3. TP-Link Archer B3600 Wi-Fi 7 Router. For those operating on a budget, we recommend the TP-Link Archer B3600. This is a Wi-Fi 7 router that doesn't burn a hole in your pocket. It doesn't come with a 6 GHz band, but the 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies have a 688 and 2882 megabits per second bandwidth, respectively. It has 4 external antennas and beamforming technology, which can concentrate the signals in a specific region, such as where your work desk or gaming console is. It also features WPA, WPA2, WPA3, and WPA/WPA2 enterprise Wi-Fi encryption to keep your guest and home networks secure. Regarding the connectivity options, this router has one 2.5 gigabits per second WAN/LAN port and 3 1 gigabit per second LAN ports. So, you can have multiple wired connections, which is great for online gaming or streaming, as interference and latency issues are mostly eliminated with a wired connection. It also comes with excellent parental controls, such as custom profiles, family time, bedtime, off time, and more, that can be used to customize how and when the internet is being used. Overall, this is an excellent router that brings plenty to the table despite costing a lot less than other options.